Good morning, everybody. We also have star costumes, and some shepherds, and some sheep. We have lots of more costumes on this side as well. And adults, you're also welcome. I see lots of adults with no costumes on. I would like to see some adults with some angel halos, some star headbands, some animal masks. I see a lot of people sitting with no costumes on.
Oh.
Okay, as you find your costume, let's find a place in the pews so that we can get all the costumes. No need to worry about being too close to the front. We'll cue you. Just find us. Okay. And Ida has 3 star costumes that she's coming by with to hand out. Ida really needs somebody to be a star. Joseph, our biblical Joseph needs stars. So, if you're an adult without a costume on,
Morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Society of Germantown. My name is Susan Rizak, and my pronouns are she, her, or anything said with love, and thanks to Shobi for that. We are a Unitarian Universalist congregation united in a common purpose to make love real in our lives and in our world. We are diverse in our beliefs, atheists and agnostic, believers and seekers, and we welcome you here no matter your race, your class, your gender identity, your sexual orientation, your family structure, your job, your health. No matter our differences, we know that we are all part of the interdependent web of life. And I must say, this must be one of the most diverse crowds I've ever seen here. We have camels, we have giraffes. It's pretty exciting. Whether this is your first, 5th, or 15th visit, we invite you to introduce yourself to someone at the welcome table, and they would be happy to answer any questions you have about this congregation or Unitarian Universalism. please complete a short visitor form and join us for fellowship, coffee, and cookies in the dining room following service. Our senior minister is Reverend Hannah Capaldi, who is on parental leave. I think I saw a sighting. Through January, so that she can enjoy time with the newest addition to her family, baby Carmen. Woo! In her absence, she has arranged for a mix of voices to be at the pulpit. Today's worship will be led by our Director of Spiritual Development, Zoe Johnston. Gender-neutral restrooms can be found at the bottom of the stairs in the back of the sanctuary, and gendered restrooms are through this door and down the hall. Use whichever feels right for you. Please stop at the welcome table if you would like accessibility information such as accessing the elevator, assisted hearing devices, or large print hymnals. And for our announcements today, please enjoy holiday cookies today during fellowship hour that our USG bakers have so generously shared. And then, with your energy bubbling over, join others in the sanctuary to deck the halls with holiday greens and poinsettias. Thanks to Eileen and Paul Tatey for organizing this year's greening of the sanctuary. At 12 in the Dascom room, you can learn more about Unitarian Universalism, and other afternoon events are listed in your order of service. Next Sunday, join us for the morning winter solstice service, and in the evening for our annual fire wheel and potluck. And of course, you will want to be here on Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock for the candlelight and carol service with Reverend Hannah Capaldi and Director of Music Ministries, Stearns Matthews. We have so many good things going on here at USG. To find out about all the news and events, sign up to our weekly emailed newsletter, The Communicator. You can use the QR code on the inside of the order of service cover, or make a request, again, at the welcome table. And for some breaking, exciting news, David Dearden is thrilled to share the happy news of the birth of his beautiful granddaughter, Aurora. Weighing 7 pounds, 3 ounces this past Friday night. David's daughter, Erica, gave birth to Aurora at 11 p.m. while David was home caring for Aurora's big brothers. The whole family is ecstatic and doing well. And now, as we deepen into worship, I ask that you silence your cell phones and allow yourself to be present in this hour. And for this service, do not silence your children or yourselves. Enthusiasm and all sounds are welcome in the imperfectly holy chaos of a no-rehearsal pageant.
Our call to worship this morning comes from Sherry Woodbury. Invitation to Christmas. On this morning of mystery and magic, let us enter into the Christmas story as if we were there on that holy night. What part will we play this year? Are you the mother, trusting your body to know what to do when the time of birth comes? Are you the father, protecting your vulnerable family from unknown threats on a strange journey? Are you the innkeeper who has no room, or will you take us in? Perhaps you are the animals who hear the child's first cry. But who will sing the songs of rejoicing for the precious babe? Who will rise up and follow the bright star of hope, even if it means a few lost sheep? What wise ones will give away their wealth and remember what to adore? And when the Holy Family must travel once again, who in this harsh land will shelter them? On this silent night, or in this case, in a loud morning, let us search our hearts for our place in the Christmas story that never ends. Let us choose again our role and the incarnation of love.
Please join me in unison with the words printed in your order of service. Excuse me. We light this candle, the beacon that calls us to love, to justice, to a deepening of the spirit.
So before we get into the Christmas story and our pageant, just wanted to share a few words. So as a raised Unitarian Universalist, the Christmas story always seemed just out of my reach. It was of course familiar, the birth of Jesus taking place in the manger, surrounded by animals. I knew of the angels and the wise men who came bearing gifts in celebration of the miraculous birth. But for much of my childhood, I had no connection to the story. Unlike the lighting of the chalice, or dropping a stone of joy into a water bowl, or singing Spirit of Life, the Christmas story didn't feel like a representation of my faith. I especially struggled with the Christmas story when I first went through Our Whole Lives, or OWL. A virgin birth? Really? Yet there was something about the candlelit worship on Christmas Eve that encouraged me to release my tight scrutiny of reality and allow in some of the divine magic. Even with my doubts about the virgin birth, it was in Mary that I first started to connect with the story. Mary was said to be 14 years old when she gave birth to the Son of God in the manger. At 14, I could not imagine being a mother, but there was something about Mary's willingness to birth divinity into the world that I felt a kinship with. I yearned to be part of something bigger than myself and was open to these experiences of the sacred. I saw that same desire in Mary, a girl from millennia ago whose theology was different than mine, but a girl like me, just the same. It is in the holy repetition of the Christmas story that we find ourselves seeing new and different truths. Across yearly retellings, the values of Unitarian Universalism revealed themselves to me in the details of Jesus' miraculous birth in Bethlehem. I saw our belief in the inherent worth and dignity of each person, that divinity rests in the child of refugees far from home and forced to travel due to the whims of a power-hungry king. Every birth is a miracle. Every person is holy. I felt the reverberations of power structures and oppression from thousands of years ago and the genocidal wars and borders of today. In the very place of Jesus' birth, Bethlehem, ordinary Palestinian people are struggling to endure another day, survive another day, hold each other close for another day. Even as we find ourselves undeservedly in celebration, may we not forget our grief and our outrage. After the birth of Jesus, I saw transformation in the story. The animals, the sheep, the shepherds, the angel chickens, the wise men who all gathered by the manger, they were open to miracles. Miracles that they didn't know would happen in their lifetime, miracles that they hadn't planned for or rehearsed, they had not learned their lines for. But they all came nonetheless, ready to be transformed. And Mary, who I saw as a fellow 14-year-old girl, was transformed into the Mother of God. Are we open to being transformed by miracles? As we gather as non-creedal Unitarian Universalists, know that the story can be yours too. It can be yours because we are descendants of the progressive sects of Christianity that found their own truths in the stories of Jesus. It can be yours because we draw from many prophetic sources. And it is yours because in every character, every plot point, every detail, and every broader context, there are examples of our own faith values. And the gift of the Christmas pageant is that we very literally make the story our own, not only seeing ourselves as Mary or the innkeeper or the wise men, but taking on their roles. And so let us begin to build our own Christmas pageant. Let us sing and play and laugh and roll around on the floor through the story of one child's birth. Let us be open to the unexpected, to the unrehearsed miracles. Let us find ourselves and our beliefs in this ancient tale. Let us bring to life this time-worn story and find new truths in its repetition. Okay, a few more instructions and then we're going to get started. So you might be wondering, what does it mean to do a no rehearsal pageant? Everybody has their costumes on, and your costume should tell you what part you are. So we have all of our angels. I see your halos just like mine. Justice is up here as an angel as well with his wings. I see some stars. Chicken, exactly. And so I'm going to read the sacred story of Jesus' birth, and throughout the story, I'll invite people in costume to come up. So for instance, I'll say, and suddenly there was not one angel, but many angels. And if you hear those words and you're wearing an angel costume, all those halos I see out there, it'll be your time to come up and join us on stage. And everyone is welcome to participate, even if you are visiting us for the very first time. Just put on a costume and wait for your cue. And then once you are up here and standing up here in costume, listen to me carefully, because I will also say some directions about what you are to do. For example, I may say, and everyone was amazed. And what would your face look like if I said that? And everybody was amazed. Exactly. Let's look amazed. I love it. And so even for those of you that are not in costume, you are part of this pageant. You are our audience responding to the miracles in front of you. And for those of you that are in costume, you may not have lines, but you are actors nonetheless. Take these parts and run with them. Infuse your own spirit into them. Act them out as you want, and make this Christmas story your own. Don't worry about mistakes or cues or missed lines. There are no mistakes in Unitarian Society of Germantowns. There are only happy accidents in this Christmas pageant. We're here to learn the story together, to be awed by the way that it's been passed down for centuries, and to raise our voices in song, and to wear silly costumes together. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I'm going to invite up our Caesar Augustus. Wait, give me 1 second, Caesar. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna pay extra taxes. Okay. Long, long ago, in a faraway land, the fierce and strong armies of Rome conquered the world, and the emperor, Caesar Augustus, commanded. The law. For some people, returning to the city where they were born meant a long journey. Joseph, where's Joseph? A carpenter. Do you want to wave to the crowd as Joseph? There we go. And his wife Mary. Yes. Wow. Had to go from the city of Nazareth, where they lived, to the city of Bethlehem, where Joseph was born, a journey of 4 days. Joseph was worried about Mary taking this trip, as she was going to have a baby very soon. But Mary wanted to be with her husband for the birth of their first child. So they set off on their journey on a dark night, on a path lit only by stars. Okay, so where are stars? This is either if you're the pointy star or the star with the headbands. Stars, can you line up along the center aisle so that Mary and Joseph can follow along to Bethlehem? Can you shimmy and shake and maybe do a little dance to send some light on our path? Anywhere along the center aisle, our stars are going to line up. And Joseph and Mary are going to walk all the way to the back and all the way back to the front on their way to Bethlehem. So we'll sing Joseph and Mary along on their road to Bethlehem. So join us in carol number 1, O Little Town of Bethlehem. Mary was glad when they saw the rooftops of Bethlehem in the distance. Joseph, she said, let's stay at the first inn we come to. I think our baby is almost ready to be born. But when they got to Bethlehem, they found the town crowded with people. They stopped at the first inn they came to and knocked on the door. Can we all knock on our pews 3 times? But the innkeeper told them, I'm so sorry, there is no more room here. Do you want to? Okay. And so I'm going to invite Joseph and Mary to go find another inn to knock on the doors at. Go find an innkeeper. I'll cue you. Go find somebody that you think might take you in. There we go. And at the next inn, they went, knock, knock, knock. We're full. Try the place 3 streets over. It's bigger. So Joseph and Mary tried another place and another place, but everywhere it was the same story. Sorry, no room for you here. And finally, when it was almost nighttime, they saw a house at the edge of town with a light in the window. Joseph knocked on the door and told the innkeeper, and he said, please help us. We need a place for, I'm saying it because I have a microphone. We need a place for the night. My wife is going to have a baby soon, and we can't travel any further. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you didn't have a microphone. Having no other choice, and so the innkeeper said, I'm sorry, there's no room for you in the inn, but if you really need a place right now, you may sleep in the stable. The heat from the animals will keep you warm. Having no other choice, they agreed. And this is your chance to sit in the chairs at the front of the sanctuary. So now, will all of our animals, except for the sheep, come join Mary and Joseph around the barn? It does not include angels. but that includes our camel and our donkey and our chicken angel and our cat and our horse and any of our cows and a giraffe and a pig. I see a pig coming up the aisle. So are all of our animals. And animals, this is your chance to act out your part. What do you do as an animal? All of the animals welcomed Mary and Joseph into the stable. And when it was time for Mary to have her baby, they were kind enough to give up their hay-filled manger so that the baby could have a soft, warm bed. Oh, we also have Stitch. And so Mary's son Jesus was born in the stable, wrapped in swaddling clothes, and laid in a manger. Give a round of applause for our baby Jesus. And our Jesus is going to be a little bit more active. And the story goes that Jesus slept soundly in the manger, surrounded by his mother, his father, and the animals. And Jesus is off to do miracles. So now join me in carol number 2, Away in a Manger. Let's stand up for this song so that we're all witnesses.
In the land of Bethlehem, the soil was rocky, and the nights were cold, so sheep were a good way to make a living. There were so many sheep and shepherds out that night, living off the land, staring into the starry sky. Can I have the sheep and the shepherds come up and stand next to me? Sheep and shepherds.
And we have our big shepherd. Come up here.
Such polite sheep and shepherds. And now the angels too? The angel. As they were gazing up at the big blue sky, they saw a huge star. The biggest, brightest, most incredible star they had ever seen. And it traveled across the sky, coming closer to the shepherds in the field, until they realized it was an angel. Okay. Angel, jumps out. Hey. The angel was truly magnificent. And the angel said to them, "Fear not, for I bring you tidings of great joy for all people. On this day in Bethlehem, there is born a child, which is Jesus, the Messiah. You will find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger." And suddenly there was not one angel, but many angels, praising God. Calling all angels. As all the angels came up and gathered around the shepherds. Come up. Please remain seated and sing, "Hark the herald angels sing." The words are on the screen again. After the angels finished singing, they disappeared high up into heaven. The shepherds remembered what the angels had said, that a beautiful or wonderful baby had been born, and they could find him by following the brightest star that remained in the sky. So the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go now to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened." The shepherds hurried off to the stable and found Mary, Joseph, and the babe lying in the manger, just as the angel had said they would be. When the shepherds discovered the baby, they told a few people, who told a few people, who told a few people. And the story spread of the miraculous angel that had appeared in the night sky, telling of a beautiful baby, born to bring peace to the world, lying in a manger to his parents, Mary and Joseph. Now we'll sing, yeah.
Let's stand for Go Tell It on the Mountain as we tell the world. And a few people told a few people told a few more people. Now remember that big star we saw in the sky. Where's our big star / angel? Give a big wave. So we remember our big star in the sky. The shepherds weren't the only ones who saw it. There were some very wise people, known as the Magi, that saw it too. And chickens saw it too. Their wisdom had been passed down for generations. A prophecy said that a very important person, the Messiah, would one day be born in Bethlehem. So they saw that star, our 3 wise people, and immediately remembered the story and decided to follow that star to Bethlehem, hoping that the prophecy had come true and that they were to meet a baby born to bring peace. Can I have the wise people come to the front? There we go. And they came to meet the baby Jesus. And because you don't arrive to meet a very important person without some gifts, they brought special things like gold and spices that smelled good and treasures that would show just how excited they were for Jesus' birth. Wise people, will you show your gifts to the congregation? Ooh, ah. And they came and gave them to Jesus. For those that you can't see, Jesus is receiving the gifts with grace. They were well received.
Are they going to stay there for the share in the plate? Okay. So just as the Magi brought gifts to the manger, we are taking a moment away from the manger to honor our own gifts. The children of this congregation are a gift. The wonderful music is a gift. Our acts of service are gifts, and our financial contributions to partners in the area are gifts. We share the plate this Sunday with the new sanctuary movement, which fights for immigrant justice. It aims to release those inhumanely detained and works for immigration reform at state and federal levels. Simpler goals are to secure driver's licenses, a gateway to other basic needs, and helping people attain essential photo city ID cards. In short, New Sanctuary Movement works to work for positive change for all immigrants. Please give generously, as we have found that the more we give away, the more comes our way. To give in cash or check, please drop in the plate as the ushers pass by. And to give by text, please follow the instructions on the back cover of your order of service.
Now that we have gathered our whole cast of characters and our very noisy mate and stable, let us pause for a moment and look at the scene. And everybody in the stable make a pose or do a motion. So if I say, look at the scene, what do you do? Yay! Joseph and Mary, what do you do? There we go. Behold the scene. This is a special night with stars, with shepherds, with people of wisdom, and many, many, many animals. There is a great joy in the reenactment of ancient traditions that celebrate new life, new hope, and new possibilities for the world. This Christmas story is about one special baby. But this baby isn't only the special one. Every child is a treasure, a wonder, and our miracle. And as so many children are up here today, they are always and forever a treasure, a wonder, and a miracle. Let us finish our pageant with the carol, Joy to the World. stay standing just for a moment. I want to have all of our actors give bows and get rounds of applause. Round of applause for all of you who witnessed the miracle this morning. Okay. And as our stable closes out, you can return to the pews.
As we live into the mission of this congregation, building beloved community with compassion, service, and empowerment.
And as we leave our own holy morning, may you take with you the joy of unrehearsed miracles, the holy chaos of being together and figuring things out as we go, and the willingness to be transformed. Happy holidays, everybody. All of our costumes should be left in here.